My mother-in-law bought me CK underwear. OMG. My mother-in-law, wife's mom of 50, bought me 32 meters CK briefs as a gift with no cause. How did she know I wear them in my size? Now, when she comes early morning for childcare, she thinks nothing of walking in on me and trying to start a conversation. She's done this 3 or 4 times now. What is her game? Didn't your wife also post about this? Is she doing your laundry while babysitting? Still super weird. Yeah, she did. We wanted to get advice and we didn't know where to turn. Not like you can talk to your family about it. Thought we may get some good advice from you helpful people on here. She doesn't do laundry, so how did she know what to get? All weird stuff is going round our heads. Mine is mostly embarrassment. Does she have any kids, siblings, etc. about your same size? Underwear is pretty easy to guess a size since it isn't like pants where you have to have the length and waist measurements. It usually comes in size ranges. Not an undie expert, have brothers, sons, nephews, etc. And every Christmas everyone gets undies and socks. Something started forever ago. Now, as to the why, maybe they were on sale and she just got lucky with the brand? My mom will buy anything if she gets a good deal on it. Having said all that, it doesn't excuse the invasion of privacy part though, but she may view you as just another kid. Does she have boundary issues with her biological family members? Have your wife mentioned that it makes you uncomfortable? Her folks, her responsibility. ETA. Regarding sizing, on the back of most packages of undies there's a chart that shows height and weight and lets you find the right size range. So she didn't necessarily have to snoop to find the size. No other kids, so don't know. I'm more bothered that she knew I wore briefs. They're not that common a style and we don't have laundry lying around. So other than snooping I don't know how. Why would a 50-year-old woman buy her 32-year-old son-in-law underwear? And then clearly try to see him in them. I agree the invasion of privacy is a huge problem. Instead of going crazy thinking about it, have your wife sit down, when possible, or call and tell her it makes you both uncomfortable. If she's an otherwise good mother-in-law, then a simple talk with your wife should be enough. However, if this is just one of many things and she always oversteps boundaries, then you all need to decide if the childcare is worth it. Best of luck. Yeah, I'll ask her to try this. There has been another unfortunate incident that I think was on purpose, but again may not have. It involved her walking in, me undressed like she didn't know, and her bending down a baggy top and no bra. I think I'll ask my wife to keep that to one side in the talk. If she gets the hint when we talk to her, hopefully they will stop as well. Yeah, that is weird. My mom will buy joke boxers as gag gifts for Christmas sometimes, but that's different because if she checked with me that my husband wouldn't be uncomfortable, B, boxers are a safe bet for men, and C, she still asked me for his size. I'd be really weirded out if she bought him his preferred underwear style in his size and then tried to burst in on him changing. Maybe she went into your dresser. I agree with you, that is very weird and creepy. You mean my mom wants to have sex with my husband? Yes. Okay, that is creepy. My family used to buy me underwear, but the only issue was that some didn't know what my waist size was and bought me XL. I was a medium at the time. Fortunately, I traded with a friend with the same situation and his family bought him medium as he was bigger and a bodybuilder. Things do tend to work out in the end. And we never barged in on each other when we were changing clothes either. Yep, weird. She knew the exact size, style. She had to have been snooping on my undies, and doing God knows what else with them. It's as if it premeditated, she bought them to see me in. Then what? I have heard sordid tales of mother-in-laws trying to get into son-in-law's pants and vice versa for the father-in-laws into the daughter-in-laws. Keep on your guard because that sounds like what she's trying to do. But if you want an unusual reverse case where it was the wife's father trying to Betty her husband, then that's another can of beans. Some mothers like to compete with their daughters. She might want your attention that way. It's gross, but it happens, and some dudes are flattered by it and the whole situation turns into a shit show. I'd get her out of your house as much as possible and be much lower contact. She wants to fuck you. Before she gets a chance to bust into your room again, tell her not to come upstairs anymore. You're sick of her perving on you. It's really creepy. Tell her the gift of underwear is really inappropriate and you're threw them out. This woman wants to seduce her daughter's husband, to prove that she is still attractive and better than her daughter. Find different child care as soon as you can. Refer to her as being old as often as possible. There's something off in mother-in-law's head, to be honest. I mean, there are scenarios where buying someone undies is okay. I'm a 50-plus female and I've bought briefs for my bonus son, teen daughter's bestie who lives with us BC reasons, but ya know, I only did it because he said he needed them and I had him pick them out so all I did was pay. And I'd freaking gouge my eyes out before I intentionally walked in on him getting dressed. Either mother-in-law is far enough along the narcissistic scale that she has no concept of boundaries, she's in the early stages of dementia and isn't thinking right, or she's got the hots for you and lacks basic decency. I wonder if going with the dementia theory wouldn't be the easiest route. Kindly explain to her that you've set up a dementia screening because her behavior has been inappropriate and you're worried about her. She'll probably freak out and refuse to go, but the threat of outing her bad behavior might scare her into behaving for a while. Seriously, though, find some other source of childcare. She's not going to stop stomping boundaries and you're giving her access to your home and a way to rationalize how close she is to you so boundaries don't matter. I agree, but it's worth ruling out dementia. When I was in my 20s, an older friend's husband, a man I'd been calling Baba for years, tried, rather insistently, to seduce me. It was the first sign of the dementia that later became obvious. I suppose that experience is why I thought of it as a possible reason for mother-in-law's behavior, although, being an icky person, is more likely.